Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Umineko Legend of the Golden Witch. We're almost at the 9th twilight. There are only 4 people left on the island. The witching hour. This can be hard to read, so I'll do it for you. The storm passed, and the leaden clouds that had enshrouded the island for so long cleared away. From the rifts between the clouds, sunbeams shone, and yesterday's storm seemed like a lie. Just as someone had wished, the seagulls returned to the harbor once again and let their lively cries be heard. Afterwards, the police came and conducted an investigation of the scene. The corpses of the children, who were thought to have survived until the very end, were never found. However, because of the body parts that were discovered and the unimaginably gruesome nature of the scene, the police were forced to conclude that the chances of survival for any of the 18, even for the children, seemed hopelessly dim. Just how gruesome was the banquet of the witch, and how beautiful was the Golden Land? Only they could have told that tale. Those who came after the banquet had ended had no way of hearing this tale. They could only imagine what had happened during those 2 days. However, the witch was fickle. She made a point of leaving behind this tale which didn't need to be heard, and it was allowed to spread. Then, many years later, a strange wine bottle that had drifted on the waves at the pier of a neighboring island was pulled out by a fisherman. Inside it was a thin, tightly rolled notebook fragment, written upon in crammed small letters. Written there was this tale. Through this notebook fragment, people will finally learn the truth of the mysterious and riddle-filled 2-day period that started on October 4th, 1986. The incident was later called by names such as the Rokkenjima mass murders or the 18 killings of Rokkenjima, though dilettantes from around the world knew it as the Legend of the Witch serial murders. While lovers of the occult claimed it was all the result of an immoral ceremony that had sealed off the island, those 2 mysterious days were savagely embellished with many different interpretations as the story began to spread far and wide. However, not one of those interpretations approached the truth of the facts. Furthermore, while the notebook fragment tells this mysterious incident, it does not tell the full truth. That's right, perhaps not even the writer of the notebook knew the truth. Perhaps she wanted to know. According to the writer, her name was Ushirmiya Maria. Incidentally, as a result of an all-out police investigation, part of Maria's body, a piece of her jaw, was discovered. It was one of the rare instances where a corpse was identified thanks to dental records. Since there were several unidentified body parts in that gruesome scene, this jaw was probably an extremely fortunate find. Because this jaw had been separated from its body, the police judged their chances of survival to be hopelessly dim, even though no other body parts were found, or at least identified. And so, let us conclude this tale with the final section of the notebook fragment that Ushirmiya Maria left behind. By the time you have read this, I will probably be dead. Although there may or may not be a corpse, you have read this. Please find out the truth. That's my only wish. Ushirmiya Maria. To this very day, the truth of the Legend of the Witch serial murders has not been brought to light. First game, Legend of the Golden Witch result. Ushirmiya Kraus died on the first twilight, chosen by the Key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Ushirmiya Rudolph died on the first twilight, chosen by the Key of the Golden Land and offered up as a sacrifice. Ushirmiya Kyrie, same. Ushirmiya Rosa, same. Servant Shannon, same. Servant Goda, same. Ushirmiya Eva died in the second twilight, pierced through the forehead by the stake of Asmodeus. Oshimiya Hideyoshi died in the second twilight, pierced through the forehead by the stake of Beelzebub. Oshimiya Kinzo died in the fourth twilight, forehead gouged by the stake of Mammon. Servant Cannon died in the fifth twilight, chest gouged by the stake of Satan. Servant Genji died in the sixth twilight, stomach gouged by the stake of Lucifer. Attending physician Nanjo died in the seventh twilight, knee gouged by the stake of Belphegor. Servant Kumasawa died on the eighth twilight, leg gouged by the stake of Leviathan. The witch Beatrice revived in the ninth twilight, finally opens the door of the Golden Land. God, I couldn't manage it. Just watch over it again. The witch will praise the wise and should bestow 4 treasures in the Golden Land. There they chose to revive the souls of the dead and the love that had been lost. After all, no matter how large a mountain of gold they might have desired, it would have been out of their grasp. George chose his lost fiancé. Jessica chose the boy she had liked and lost. Maria chose the lost love of her mother. Sleep peacefully, Beatrice. Let nothing disturb your slumber ever again. The winner is the Golden Witch Beatrice. Time ran out before even one of the 18 people could solve the riddle of the gold. All 18 died. When the seagulls cried, there were no survivors. Umineko no naku koroni. When the seagulls cry. So, here's the thing. This isn't the end of the first story. Not at all. But it's the end for us for now. Next time, we'll go over the tea party. You'll see what that is. Goodbye, everybody.